Greetings and peace and blessings be with you all. And this is part 4. Now, please be mindful that there isn't anything wrong with wanting to boost one's self-esteem or wanting to maintain a consistent self-image. And to be honest, I wish I would have considered that back then when I was growing up. That idea falls in line with what is known as impression management. Impression management is like asking oneself, what can I do to alter how another sees me? Then behaving in a manner consistent with the image that I want to project, even if that image isn't a part of my true nature. As I mentioned in part 3, by highlighting a connection to a successful entity, an individual can enhance their own social status and prestige. Now let us consider this. Is it possible for someone to have ulterior motives when it comes to impression management? Research has shown that yes, secret or ulterior motives are a common and integral part of impression management, as people often use impression management to manipulate others, gain an advantage, or achieve goals that are not openly stated, ranging from benevolent desires for acceptance to malicious intent to mislead. Impression management through basking in reflective glory, as mentioned in part 3, often leads to self-serving ulterior motives. Social status and reputation. People publicize connections to high-status entities to enhance their social reputation and signal to others that they are competent, well-connected, or influential. The motive of impression management is particularly strong when the behavior is performed in public or when the individual's self-image feels threatened. For example, after receiving negative feedback on a task, a person might overemphasize a connection to someone successful to compensate for their own failure. Gaining social acceptance. By claiming membership in a winning group, an individual can increase their social acceptance and desirability. In-group and out-group dynamics describe the psychological process where people identify with an us in-group and perceive others as them out-group, leading to in-group favoritism, where the in-group is viewed more positively and suggests that people seek to bond and socialize with fellow fans or supporters of a successful entity to strengthen their sense of belonging. Enhancing business or professional prospects. In a professional context, a person might burge, basking in reflective glory, by mentioning a connection to a prestigious person or company. This tactic signals competence to others, such as during job interviews or networking events. The key difference between genuine and ulterior motives. The core distinction lies in intent and authenticity. Genuine burgeoning can be an unconscious and relatively harmless way to feel good. The joy is in the collective victory, like a loyal sports fan wearing a team jersey after a win because they genuinely feel part of the community. Burgeoning with an ulterior motive is a conscious, manipulative, and self-serving strategy. The success of the other person or group is merely a tool to be leveraged for personal gain, with little genuine pride in their achievement. In closing, I stated in part 2 that when a member of a group has unrecognized and unused potentials, that it can lead to negative outcomes for both the individual and the group as a whole. and can have a significant psychological and professional impact on a person, some of which can lead to emotional overload, moral injury, manipulation, abuse of power, pessimism, and boundary erosion. Stay tuned, and peace and love.